podcast.
Bless your clone dog. Ja Morant, Joyless Ja Morant. It seems that Ja Morant has caught that Jimmy Butler disease. Ja Morant is apparently fighting to find his joy playing in the NBA. This is what a con. Jimmy Butler did this magically last year. Remember that? Joyless Jimmy Butler. He didn't have any joy, couldn't find his joy. This is, whew, I don't know who came up. If Jimmy Butler came up with this on his own, yo, this is awesome. This is fantastic. Ja Morant, who we know has been one decision after another decision, after this coach, after that coach, after this trade, after injury, after gun this, gun that, social media post after social media post, has started the season with the Memphis Grizzlies, and he has lost his joy, which means Ja wants out of Memphis. Why didn't you do this in the offseason? You knew this was going to happen, Joyless Ja Morant. You should have dealt with this in the offseason. You should have quietly, classily, but we know that you don't deal with things quietly or classily. I don't know if that's a word, classily. They started the season. He got suspended because he said this, that, and the third, and now he's doing his press conferences, and he looks miserable. Joyless Ja Morant doing that Jimmy Butler playbook. And it is a brilliant playbook. When you got one of these spoiled NBA stars who have all the power in the world, and bless them, they earn it. It's the reason why we turn on the TV, if you could even find the games. You can't find the games so far this season. But if you can find the games, we turn on the TVs to watch the stars. And when one of the stars, one of the biggest names in the game, can't find his joy, we got to figure it out. We have to figure it out. Even though a lot of you aren't fully engaged with the NBA yet, be prepared for an alert to come up from Shams or Brian Windhurst or somebody else in the next few days or in January saying that Joyless Ja Morant has been traded somewhere. And then I'm sure presto, changeo, he'll be back to joyful Ja Morant, just like Jimmy Butler. He left Miami, went to the Bay Area, hasn't really done for the Golden State Warriors. Steph goes out, team falls apart. But just like Jimmy Butler did, he lost his joy in Miami. Hard to lose your joy in Miami. They traded him to Golden State. Boom, he's back to smiling. And if the NBA isn't dealing with enough controversy with, of course, one of their big stars, Joyless Ja Morant, of course, the betting, gambling accusations that have been put on coach and Hall of Famer, friend of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and innocent till proven guilty Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and all those mobsters, because remember, this wasn't just Damon Jones, Chauncey Billups. You had Jimmy Two Times, Frankie Bones, Petey the Animal, Jerry the Ox. They were all involved with this too. Okay? But if the NBA is not dealing with enough crap right now, along with the fact that nobody, every night to night, I don't know where to turn to watch my NBA games. And I know I'm not the only one. It's crazy. And then they have the pregame on Peacock, but then the game is on NBC. This is just not working for me. I'm sure the NBA is lapping up the money and all that stuff, but this is just not working for me, us, the fans. But like I said, if the NBA isn't dealing with enough controversies with Ja Morant, Joyless Ja Morant, and Chauncey Billups, and the entire gambling, betting scandal, now you got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is out here losing his hair in real time. And I'm not making fun of anybody losing their hair in real time. Jaylen Brown's a handsome guy, great player. Apparently, he's like some sort of genius. They say that Jaylen Brown, when he retires, he's like a genius. That's what they say about Jaylen Brown. Like literally, like a tech guy, genius. I like the way he thinks. He's an outside the box thinker. He's smart. He's tough. He's an independent thinker. But Jaylen Brown is losing his hair in real time. And Jaylen Brown is not going out without a fight. And I say, good for you, Jaylen Brown. But the NBA doesn't need more controversy. You got Jaylen Brown. Every time he goes to the hole, he's, head down because he's Jaylen Brown. Head down, Jaylen Brown. I mean, any player, you go to head down. And you got players on the opposite team with white jerseys, or they got the white, tight things underneath their thing. And game after game, they're getting some of his hair dust. He's dusting up. Jaylen Brown is dusting his hair and wiping it on players inadvertently with no shame. I like it. Jaylen Brown caught another body the other night, another victim. This is the fifth person in the very, very young NBA season 25-26 that Jaylen Brown, when attacking the basket, has gotten some of his, we don't know what it is. We don't know if it's hair dust, hair butter, hair grease, a combination of all three, but it's coming. Whatever you're using ain't working, Jaylen Brown. You need to get yourself some sweat-proof. Go with that old school Carlos Boozer shoe polish or shave it off. You're a handsome guy. You're super rich. You're super successful. You're super smart. It is either time to go to Turkey, take a month off, go to Turkey, get plugged up, or shave it the off, man. The NBA doesn't need any more controversies. The NBA is dealing with enough with Ja Morant and the Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, gambling, crime, family situation. Jaylen Brown, please. Other thing that's going on, I mentioned the games. We can't find the games anywhere. Nobody knows where the games are. And I heard Brian Scalabrine and Frank Isola also talk about this. Okay, so it's not just me. Another problem that's going on, trying to watch the games, and it doesn't just affect NBA, it's affecting ESPN in general. Monday Night Football, Sports Center, NBA Today, whatever you watch on ESPN. I'm a YouTube TV guy. And now, because of the beef, the controversy, the contracts between ESPN, which is owned by Disney, and YouTube, ESPN and I believe ABC has been taken off the YouTube TV package. So for the first time in I don't know how many years, 30 years, I don't have YouTube. I don't have ESPN. And you can't get ESPN. You could get ESPN if you have the ESPN app. You can watch it on your phone. But who the wants to watch ESPN on your phone? I want to watch it on TV. I want to see Stephen A. Smith. I want to see the pregame. And I thought this was going to, be fixed in one night. I checked with some people that are in, then they said, it'll be fixed in one. It ain't fixed yet. It is not fixed yet. And based on everything that I know and everything that is going on, it doesn't seem like it's going to get fixed. And as you know, ESPN has Chuck, Charles, Shaq, Kenny, and Ernie. And we can't watch that either. And it's disrupting the flow of the games. It's disrupting the flow of the seasons, disrupting my viewing. I like to turn ESPN on even if I'm not watching. Most of them not watching. It's just like background noise, in the house. I like to keep it on. It soothes me. And so for some reason, it's gone right now. And it's very, very, very concerning that it may not ever come back. And like I said, I can't even get it on the app, on the TV, unless I'm doing something wrong. Maybe you got to get it on the app directly on the TV. You got to leave YouTube TV or Apple TV. I don't know, but it's very, very, very frustrating. Tom Brady, just when we've softened up to you, just when everybody kind of is like, not breaking your chops, everything you do, just when you're sort of out of the fray of the Tom Brady hate, which you're always going to get. Tom Brady talked about that he had his dog cloned 2 years ago. And now the new dog apparently has arrived. Why don't you just get a brand new dog and start from scratch? You got a cloned dog, you f***ing weirdo? Go to the shelter like everybody else and get yourself a new rescue dog. You got a cloned weird dog based on your old dog, a cloned dog, Tom Brady? You're a weirdo. I try to like you. I like you as a broadcaster. I salute you. You're the greatest player of all time, quarterback, and then you do weird like this. Why don't you call Jaylen Brown and tell him how you got your hair hooked up? Because your hair looks fantastic. But everything doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need the next dog will be perfect. It doesn't have to be a brand new clone dog to be perfect. But I guess Tom Brady, to be that great for that long, I guess you got to be a little bit of sicko. And Tom Brady truly is a sicko. You're a sicko. An eccentric sicko. That's what he is. We have to accept him as that. He's an eccentric sicko. And we're not going to see a different side of him. He's just going to probably keep getting more and more eccentric. And you know what? Bless him and bless your clone dog.
I am Rapaport Podcast.